Hello, hello, hello. How's it going, everybody? Welcome into the stream. We're back a little bit in limited capacity, but we're back.
But we're back.
Kate, who sends Adara, sends her apologies. She can't attend tonight. She's got a family birthday. Today's going to be a little bit of a shorter stream, shorter recording, because I had a tooth out on Monday, so I don't know how well I'll be able to speak in a couple of hours from role playing, but we'll see how we get on. And Megna Brommy has also got a birthday to get to as well, so we're probably going to be doing a shorter cast there. But we're here. I see a couple of empty chairs, so obviously Crass and Velia and Rune know exactly what's happening. But first of all, welcome to episode 37. As usual, just a few quick shout outs. Firstly, make sure you go follow @Azorian Post on Twitter for all updates, find out when episodes are, when we're going live, all the funny stuff. We're wanting to do more highlights soon. I know they came and then they slowed down a bit, we'll get there. It's a passion project, okay? If you're not able to watch live all the time, all our episodes are available on VOD, usually the day after airing, and are both on Twitch and YouTube. YouTube's probably better though, because Twitch auto mutes songs and stuff like that. So yeah.
And the appeal process is a pain in the butt.
Exactly, yeah. So yeah, go watch on YouTube where you'll get all the audio experience too. Special thanks to Aniti Martikainen and Michael Gelfi for providing their music for Twitch streamers. Make sure you go check out their stuff. They're awesome. They have a bot that auto claims the videos, but we don't make revenue on them anyway. But they essentially, as long as we give them a shout out, give the permission for us to use their stuff, which is awesome. So we can focus on the game and the roleplay. We might not be reading chat throughout the cast. We'll try and hop into chat whenever we can and say hi and things, but please make sure you go follow the cast on Twitch and Twitter. Their links are in the description, and I'm sure they're happy in Twitch or Twitter chats to talk about general D&D-ness or whatever games they're playing. So anyway, Velia's back. We'll just give Rune a couple of seconds. Ellie, welcome in. 13, how are you doing? Welcome in, how are you doing? You good? Megna, thank you so much for the 43 months.
My pleasure, bud.
I appreciate you. And again, let me just throw the links out for the cast and crew and the music as well. So I will pick up last where we left off. I assume Rune is all over it. He knows. But we pick up this session after the rumbling earth quickly erupted into a visage of a huge undead purple worm. Its toothy maw opening up to reveal mounds of rotting flesh and bones scrambling out of it in a nightmarish sight. The group and the trainees rush to defend themselves in the middle of the night, and after a fierce fight are victorious. However, a few of the trainees are met with their demise. And the latest war tactic of the necromancer has been revealed. So, last episode was a pretty big fight episode where we mainly just fought. Yo, Grass, thank you so much for the resub as well. Thank you so much for the lurk, Ellie. So last episode we just had a big fight with a big purple worm and a big undead horde, which ate a couple of your trainees, unfortunately. But for this episode,
Yeah, rip.
and Rune's back.
That's a them problem.
Welcome back, Rune. I've just done the recap. But we fought the purple worm, the undead purple worm, and you guys were victorious, essentially. That's pretty much what we did last episode. So we're rejoined today at the farm with a huge, big, undead purple worm and people out of breath, recovering from whatever injuries you might have sustained during the battle. And the rest of the evening is yours. So, Mountain Breakers, what are you doing?
That's a good question.
We should probably run back and get to the city.
I mean, it's middle of the night. I'm going to help bandage up some wounds, do some battle dressings. And do we hit those that are deceased? Are they still with us, or were they dragged under?
No, so the corpse of the purple worm was already rotted and decayed, but as you finished it off, you sliced a big hole in it, and acid came out, and their remains came out, and they were long but deceased.
Right.
Is there some cloth or carpet or anything we can wrap them in to take them back?
Yeah, you would have brought some with you, or you could scavenge the local area for some. It won't be too hard to find, but you can recover their corpses for sure. So for your, I got you guys to roll this last time, I believe. The people that died, unfortunately, were two dwarves. One was called Horvar, and the other one was called Hemem. Hemem.
Was it a peanut one?
It wasn't the half-orc that Velia burnt to a crisp that didn't what about the trap.
I forgot about that guy.
So yeah, you find some materials, you wrap the corpses. A couple of people start saying a prayer for them. Rune, you might partake. Anyone else?
I'll lead a prayer for them.
Oh yeah.
I have the local prayer of the Church of Tempest. Tempest? Chalice? I always forget which it is. I think it's Tempest.
So while you're doing that, what is the rest of the group doing?
I forgot the character's name, but the one that did well during the fight. I swear I've got a note somewhere.
The little halfling that you were like buddying up with.
No, specifically, I'll look up the name, but it was someone who did something well during the fights, opposed to some of the other comrades. So I'll approach that individual, just let them know once again that they did a great job, and I guess I kind of want to see how they've been impacted by the deaths of their comrades.
They're a little bit shaken. Roll me an insight check. As like you're assessing the regiment. 12. They're tired, a little fatigued, and you can see that there's the visage. A lot of them are just fixated on the worm and its kind of sheer mass and velocity, and are just kind of panicking more at seeing this thing, this colossal entity, rather than focusing on the death so much. It's more of just still in shock because it's like 5 minutes since the battle's passed. They're all kind of just, some are poking it, making sure it's dead to like reaffirm themselves, but others are just
double
kind of
tapping.
like, yeah, literally. Some of them are just kind of like just shaking their head in disbelief that such a thing exists, and it's been put under the control of the one that they're seeming to wage war against now.
Okay, well, I guess I'll just reassure him, because we've dealt with these before. Not the undead version, obviously, but I think we're all right for now. So we gotta stay focused and make sure that we can get back to the city.
Yeah,
in one piece.
All right. So you guys going back to sleep?
I have something I want to do before we go to sleep.
Sure.
I would like to bring out my large piece of amber, and I want to do a use of scrying.
Okay, who are you scrying
on? It's less of a who, more of a where.
Okay,
I want to scry over the city of Trosden.
Okay,
I would say actually fallen.
I'd say you're familiar with the place from your history, so there's no need to roll. You can just do that.
Okay.
Is there a certain district you're scrying on in particular? Because it's a huge city, so
yeah.
If you're scrying on the city, from that high up, you could just get cloud cover and you could see if any buildings are on fire or smoke coming out, but you wouldn't be able to pick out the detail. But if there's a specific quarter, and if you need help remembering,
how was the city constructed? Was there like a upper level that would have been more fortified,
yes,
they would have fallen back to?
The city is generally spherical in shape, and then the center of the city is a raised kind of mountain that the castle sits on with royalty. The military are on like a lower ring of that, and kind of spread out through the city. And then there's different quarters, like there's a library quarter to the upper. I think I have a map of it on here, so give me a second and I should be able to show you.
Okay.
I mean, you guys have been there before.
Yeah, that's the Tri-Stars.
There we go, Trust in Capital. Let's load it up. It'll be one of the older maps, so apologies if the table flags up a bunch of errors like it is.
Hey, I remember this
Way
one.
back.
Way back when. All right. So where
There we go. So
where was the castle?
you came in here. The main castle's here. This is like,
Okay.
imagine this is half of it. This is like the main half. The other side is like more just fields and farming crop. But the castle is kind of split in half there. This is like half of it, the main half. So
Okay.
this is obviously like the eastern side, and then you have the western side. But the main castle is there. You've got the library district up here. You've got kind of an elven, not an elven thing, but like a woodlandish area here. This is where the fighting guild was. There's shops scattered throughout. So where you want to describe?
Rune personally went to, I believe, the herbalist shop, and
The herbalist shop was
I think
here.
mostly at the library. I think he spent a lot of time there.
Yeah,
Was
so
the
the herbalist shop
library-
was here, the library was up here, and the blacksmith you
Yeah.
forged your armor at was here.
Okay.
I'll just mark them
I'll
quick.
probably scry from like a tall place in the library.
Okay, so you could probably scry on this like big area here kind of deal if you want to.
Yeah, so what I'm hoping for is kind of just like a scenic view of looking down on the city, see if things are on fire, see if there's people walking around, that sort of thing.
Sure. Yeah. So it's the same continent, so it's in the middle of the night. It's probably about,
Yeah, that's true.
it's early morning, so you just had one watch. It's about 3 a.m. right now.
Okay.
It's raining where you are, doesn't mean it's raining there. How do you set up your scry? Do you go inside?
In that case, yeah, I'll go inside, and I'll set up my dragon chessboard and kind of just place the large. So the piece of emerald it's large. It's like a handhold, like almost like a spherical crystal. I'll just set it in the middle of it and peer deeply within that crystal.
Perfect. Your vision kind of just goes into it. It's a place you're familiar with, so at ease you kind of lose your consciousness and go into it. And immediately you rush through the stormy rain clouds from where you are. Your vision just bumps into kind of, first like a smog kind of rain cloud that kind of dissipates and bends to your will and vision. And down you see the beautiful like cathedral-like library below you. There is torchlight down there, but there's not many people. You see a few hooded figures walking about. It's raining, so it's not unusual. Some torchlight moving. At this distance, you can kind of roll me a perception check.
Okay. Perception.
What up, Gray? What up, Aslan? Whatever your DM is saying,
8.
trying to screw you. I am the DM. 8. Yeah, you try and focus in on it. If you pick up any details, you swear you hear the clattering of metal, numerous kind of metal boots moving around, and a small kind of regiment of people walking along. And then there's the odd speckle of people, but for the most part, it's very quiet. You still remember that in the middle of the night, this place was kind of busy. Scholars don't rest kind of deal. A lot more busier than it is, but there's a sense that you feel in yourself you're trying to find reasoning to try and make it why it's so quiet. It could be the rain putting people off, it could be, the situation. It does feel a little emptier than what it should do to you. But you just can't quite pinpoint why, or you can't perceive anything that gives you a reasoning that you're looking for. And with that, your vision is pulled back to where you are.
Okay. Well, it being in the middle of the night kind of brings me a little bit of solace of that, but yeah, still alarming. I think that whole experience, I would keep Rune up for like another hour before he would find sleep again.
Okay. And everyone else going to bed as well?
Just trying to digest that.
Understood. Anything else anyone's wanting to do in particular? Adara will resume her position back on the roof, not needing much sleep at all. She'll keep up watch as well, and the second half of the regiment that was divided goes onto their watch. So the rest of you can mark off a long rest if you didn't do so already.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I can't find that note I took down last time at all. You didn't happen to take it down, did you?
No, all I've got wrote down is Karin is the Bromir's little friend. He's the halfling that you've inspired. And I thought it was the same guy you kind of gave... He did well in the battle too, and you gave him a nudge too. So it could be Karin the halfling.
I think we just rolled for it randomly.
The one I've got Karin the halfling next to you, and then I've got 3 next to... names for Akisa's scouts, and the one that's burnt and the 2 that are dead, and then the one that was the frontline survivor that met up with you guys.
No.
So sorry, I might have not noted that. Apologies. I mean, we can do it now if you want to.
No, it's all good. The halfling, is he still quite nervous, or now that he's sort of survived? Is he shell shocked, or is he handling it all?
He's handling it, but I think he just fell into the rest of kind of looking at, like, not nervousness, but kind of just in disbelief of the fight that they've just had and that they've still survived it, rather than the nervousness what it is before. It's just kind of more disbelief of the situation. You get the feeling... Sorry, go on.
No, continue. Sorry, my bad.
I was going to say, Brommy, you get the feeling that these people aren't used to fighting big monsters, where you in your homeland are used to taking down big prey, and the bigger the prey, the bigger the prize kind of deal. So it's a different contrast for you. Yeah. Velia.
I wanted to just, out of character, introduce you to Aurora, who is a boy, but is adorable.
Oh my god!
He's a little tiny, like, floof. We thought he was a girl when we got him, so we named him Aurora, but now he's Aurorasaurus Rex, which I thought you would appreciate. Yeah.
He's beautiful.
He is. He's a very pretty kitty.
I love the eyes. They pop.
Yeah, they really do.
You've got a real life familiar. Congrats.
I'm very excited. He bites so much, though. Oh my goodness. Stop biting me, little kitten.
Kittens are crazy. But as they grow up into cats, they get better. They get better.
We have another cat, and so they've been playing together, which is really cute. Anyway, sorry. I just thought I would share some fuzzy adorableness.
That's good. Our cat hated the kitten when we got the second kitten, so it's good.
So does ours. Yeah, our first one, she hated him, but we did the Jackson Galaxy method, where we like separated them and put their feeders on the other sides of the door, and like now they're playing, which is good.
Good. Okay.
So it's working. Yeah.
Amazing. Congrats. So you all wake up rested. The rain is still kind of present but fading out. And people just look a little bit saddened at the situation, but you know, have kind of picked themselves up from last night, and the spirits are a little bit better. A few of you are waking up to a campfire. There's some like kind of porridge or some basic rations being made in the morning. But you all wake up. Thanks for the lure, Castellan. What are you doing?
Well, should we gather everyone and make our way back?
Yeah, I'll start packing up.
Rune is like, yeah, I think that's best. We should take these back and referencing the 2 that are deceased and handle the report. And I know, Rune, you made the city aware, so they're probably preparing already, but it'd be good to get back and find out what they're actually planning for.
Agreed. We've accomplished what we need to.
All right.
Let's go home.
You heard him, everyone. Get your things. We're leaving in 10 minutes. Eat up. And,
Eat up.
Everyone starts frantically gathering their things and wolfing down the gruel that's been made.
Oh, yummy, yummy gruel.
It's my favorite.
I can't remember. You guys had a cart with the company, but I don't know if you was doing your spectral steed thing again, Velia, or not. But we'll say
yeah, I think so.
I know there was a cart with rations and that prepared for you guys, but
I feel like I was always doing Phantom Steed because of how fast the horse is.
Yeah. I just don't think everyone could fit in the cart, so when you were traveling here, people were walking, and there was just a few people riding the cart with supplies and things. But it's not a long journey back, you know, it took you about a day and a half to get here, so, you know, it's about a day and a half back, so... they start taking the lead. They're more comfortable now knowing their way home, like, so you guys don't have to lead unless you want to, but is there anything special you guys are wanting to do for the return?
Continue what we did on our way here with sending advanced scout party.
Good idea. I mean, I would consider this still part of the training because, I mean, obviously there will be casualties, there will be things like this, so I think it's good to just make sure the recruits don't take this as a chance to relax. It's still focused on.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I know Akis led the advance party last time. Are you leaving this to Rune, or are you going with the Rune and Akis going together for the advance party? And the rest of you defending the caravan?
I'll follow him this time.
What was that? Sorry, I missed that.
I'll follow him.
Okay. Are you going a little bit ahead, Rune?
Yeah.
All right. So you don't go too far ahead. I mean, unless you want to, you tell me. But like last time, if you do it like last time, you just in eyesight still, and then if you're about to lose eyesight, you'd stop and wait. All right. Advanced party folk, roll me perception checks for the first leg of the journey. And the people that are in the caravan, just let me know if there's anything you guys want to do special.
I'll take up the rear with a few people just to watch our backs.
Yeah, roll perception too then.
So 18 for me.
15. Rune, sorry, Bromeo, what did you get?
15.
15, 18. Okay. The first couple of hours are quite quiet. Eerily quiet. There's not even... You saw shamblers on the way here, and you see the decapitated corpses of some that you dispatched on the way here that have just been left. But you expected more just to be around or in eyesight, and there's just nothing. It's almost like you thinking you forget there's a threat. It just feels like, you know, normal kind of day, normal kind of rainy day. Visibility is not amazing, but it's quiet, scarily quiet.
Can I do I don't know if it's insight or what, but kind of a comparison of the journey that we made to the farmstead versus the journey back on, like, how the land sits? You know, if something's been burrowing, sometimes the land will get disturbed.
It'd be like a survival check, I would think, rather than just to see more disturbance. Like, insight is trying to actively perceive something. Yeah, I'd say this is more survival, I guess.
Okay. Can I guidance on that?
You can, yeah.
$21.
21. It's quite high. And your survival's telling you that you should have seen something, like whether it's wilderness or whatnot, or a threat. Like, this side is pretty clear because the patrols that Narroth send out, but it's not clear enough just for random shamblers like you've seen on the way to Narroth and the way to this farmstead. Like, you've always encountered that kind of random element of a couple of zombies here and there on your travels, and just the fact that there's nothing is like, they're not random shamblers anymore. Someone's given some of the purpose, they're somewhere, where are they? And that just keeps playing in your mind.
Okay.
That's what your instincts are telling you.
Yeah. All right.
You progress for about 6 or 7 hours. At this point, the weather's kind of picked up a little bit. Are you wanting to push through the night, or are you wanting to set up camp? If you set up camp, you'll get there kind of midday. If you push through the night, you'd get there like early morning, but you could be tired. That's the gamble you want to.
What time did we get up?
You got up.
Like, how long has the day been?
You've been traveling for about
normal time,
several hours, yeah. So it's getting like nighttime-ish now. Like, you probably want to start looking or start looking for like a suitable camp location.
Yeah, I'll start looking for a defensible camp location.
All right. Roll me another survival check then. Anyone who else is doing or looking to keep an eye out for a camp location can also do a survival check if you'd like.
Sure.
20.
20.
I got distracted by some pretty rock.
You trying to talk to the rocks again? Also, Keith, you not rolled anything yet, and Vila's not here. Roll me a D100. Just for the weather. I do like doing random weather, so.
40.
40.
40.
40. We will say this one, whatever this one is. So the rain starts to give way, and the nighttime crying of crickets start coming out. But it's a kind of reprieve from the wetness, and everyone starts shaking off their armor and putting on kind of like a fresh cloak or something just to stay warm. And the temperature lifts a little bit. It's not as cold as it has been, although I think you are approaching winter, if I do remember. Yeah, because it was getting in the harvest for the winter, so it's still cold, but not as cold as it's been with the rain. 20, yeah, you travel on for about another hour, and you remember this place that you camped at, heading to this farmland, and you're like, that same place is popping up, natural defense from rocks just off the road. You're like, I know it's just around this corner. I remember these kind of sites. So you push on that extra further. It's like golden hour and the sun starts to set. But you get to the place and you pull the caravan up. Everyone kind of disembarks and starts kind of starts the kind of preparations for camp. What are you guys doing for camp? Are you guys preparing anything differently? Are you guys helping set up? Are you making any defensive structures? I want you guys to start thinking about camp stuff. Obviously, Velia might do downtime for spellbook stuff, shenanigans.
How many corpses are in the caravan?
2.
I'm going to cast Gentle Repose on both of them.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not going to unload them from the caravan, but I will take out a couple coppers each and place them on the eyes and perform a ritual to protect them from any undead or necrotic reanimations.
Amazing. Good shout. Very good shout. So yeah, you do that and the blessing takes effect.
I want to try and talk to the Demogorgon and see if he's still around.
What do you do? Do you go off on your own?
I'm just going to find like a nice quiet space.
Okay.
Just ask him if he's still watching, still listening.
How? Well, how do you ask? You go out into the open and just...
I'm just going into the open, just saying, are you here? You still here? You still like seeing this shit that's going on?
You wait for a second. The birds and the crickets. Nothing.
I don't know, you're still around somewhere.
Hey, Nova. I don't know, you need to ask Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy, is he still around?
Yeah, it's just silence. Which, I don't know, does Akis find that more unsettling, that he's left to his own devices now for this time, or?
I find that more unsettling than anything.
You feel alone.
Head back to the group. I don't like this alone. It's weird.
What's up, guys? Are you anyone? What do you mean, boy? You head back to the group. Bromir, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna continue, I guess, with the delegation of stuff. So I'll instruct a few of the group to set up a basic perimeter. And guys, like, we gotta make sure there's proper lighting and stuff. I don't think we've got the energy or the desire to fight any of our shadow friends tonight, so we should make sure it's lit up well.
Yeah, they were already kind of on that, but you see a couple of struggling with like the wet wood because of the recent rainfall. So do me a survival check, see if you can help them out. Oh yeah, one of us aren't here, Bawai, unfortunately. They couldn't make it today. Narroth, thank you for the follow.
6.
6. You join them trying to light this damp wood, and it's just kind of getting the best of you a little bit. Until Orvelia's off doing her own thing. Until you see...
I was just going to say, can I just pop over and just press the digitation, some of that stuff, to make it nice and dry and warm?
You can dry it out, and then Stran, the human, comes over, who's been traveling with you guys, and he's in armor as well, but it's like less armor, and he's one of the ones that's practicing arcane, and he creates flame on it and gets it going, and he's just kind of doing it under torches and standing them out there. He's the only caster type that's come other than Velia, and obviously Akis, but wizardy arcane type rather than the warlock type. So he starts helping light the torches, and suddenly, your presence is known. This area is light. You make a big bonfire in the middle. Anything else you guys want to do specifically?
I'll talk to my sister.
Okay.
Runa.
She's just like talking to some of the troops. Some Jan. Rune, you okay?
Yeah. Let me step to the side for a sec.
Sure.
Do you know... So through the divine gifts I've been blessed with, I have the ability to resurrect these two that are in the caravan.
Yeah.
Do you know what the church has been doing, what the temple's been doing in regards to like resurrecting fallen warriors?
We ran out of diamonds a long time ago.
Yeah. I have enough to do it, but I don't know if that's... Should I? I'm in kind of a moral dilemma of, as bad as it sounds, should I spend the diamonds on these trainees, or is it better suited on more experienced warriors?
She looks down.
So it's a shit dilemma.
Stamps on like a rock and just kind of like puts her head in her hand. I don't know. It's not something I've had to contemplate before, or even it's been discussed in a while. If we didn't have the resource, we didn't have it. How much have you got?
Honestly, I've got...
If you got a bag full of diamonds.
Yeah, I've got 1,700 gold worth.
How far does that get us? Remind me.
That gets us 3 resurrections if they've been gone more than a minute. If they've been gone under a minute, that gives us 4, maybe 5.
Oh, we know it's been more than a minute.
Yeah, definitely. I did cast Gentle Repose on them, so the time is kind of frozen for the resurrection period on them for now.
If it's frozen, we got time. Let's make it. Let's discuss it back at the city, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know if it's a. That's one of those questions, isn't it?
Yeah,
Obviously.
It's one of those. Should you resurrect someone to, provide them a longer life? Kind of save their loved ones from that trauma, or do you let them go out in that blaze of glory?
Or what if we get attacked
Do
tonight
they
and
feel satisfied?
3 of you perish or 3 of us perish and
Yeah.
we've used all the diamonds too early?
It's foreshadowing from the DM.
Exactly. It was 2 of those things that tonight.
Not at all. Not at all. I'm being in character. She's smart.
Inside
She's
check the DM.
doing it wrong.
Yeah, that is a moral dilemma that's been thinking about.
That is true, but yeah, 1 Aarakocra, we've got 2 dwarves, and we've got an elf here tonight. We also have Adara, who's elven too, but she's not here tonight. So.
Yeah.
If we've got time, let's just wait. We'll see what Dad has to say.
Okay.
Maybe it's something the council want to talk
That's
about.
fair.
Maybe there's some experienced, more warriors back. I don't know. I don't know, brother.
All right, sister. Let's figure out what else needs to be done before we retire.
Seems like a
Food.
waste of diamonds, if you ask me.
She instantly gets angry, grabs you by the scruff of your feathers, and she's like, "Nothing's a waste," and just shoves you back.
I grab him and I'm like, what he means to say is that the gods clearly fated these people to move on.
Let them rest.
Yeah, let them rest. That's what he's meaning to say. He's saying the gods had a plan and we should honor it.
Roll me a
You really are
persuasion
rude,
check.
sister.
A religion check.
It would be disadvantaged, but you're kind of lending some aid, so it's just a straight roll right now.
See, I got
She doesn't have runes temperament.
21.
21.
19.
You can tell she
She
bites her
hasn't beaten
tongue.
down about life like I have.
She's got a temper. I think she's got more of a temper than you, but yeah, she's not been beaten down as much. She's just she's angry. She's angry at the situation. She kind of sees where you're coming from and doesn't fight or cause a scene, and just kind of bites her tongue.
It's okay to
and
be angry at the
scoffs
gods and
a
their
little
will.
and walks away. Spits on the floor a little bit, and kind of the heavy dwarven plate just kind of trunches into the mud on the way back.
I think I made a friend.
I wouldn't say it go that far, bud.
You get camp set up, you keep watch, you cook some food, you eat whatever you have with you. Are you splitting up? Are you going on to sleep together? Are you leaving it to the guards to keep watch? What are you guys wanting to do?
I think we do the same thing we did last night, where one or two of us will group up with the guards, and we have kind of a mishmash between the guards and us of patrolling.
I was going to say, with them being still new recruits, they may not have the same attention to detail or pick up on the same things. So, yeah, I think at least 1 or 2 of us should be awake.
All right. Who's taking first watch then?
Not it.
I'll take first watch.
Okay, can I get perception checks from you both, please? You need at least a 10 to get over Bromius snoring.
Said perception, 18.
13.
13. You look out, Rune, and earlier on it's just been that that kind of like survival you did is just still playing on your mind. This place is like a beacon. It's lit up. You can see. There's just nothing. There's nothing, man. Like, it's just quiet. Bless. Yeah, it's just quiet. Is there anything you want to do during this watch time?
I don't know. Is there anywhere you want to spy on the case? I got to use some scrying left.
Spy on, you say?
Yeah. You know, you said your hometown was kind of burned to the ground, but is there anywhere that you call home, or that you would call home you want to look at?
If I describe it, would you be able to scroll?
I think I could ballpark it.
You have to be familiar with the place or have something from that place, kind of deal, like an anchor.
So it has modifiers for secondhand knowledge.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got an idea actually. You can use for that scrying. This tattered rag I have that's got that boring insignia on it. Could you use this to scry on where it came from?
Let's see. I can go off.
I technically got it from the village, but it wasn't originally there. So I kind of.
It was one of the attackers.
It was, yeah.
Yeah. We can try. Yeah. I think it's more of meant to be something that they're wearing or that they would have on themselves. So like you would scry on a specific garment or something of that nature. But we can try. See.
Okay. Well, I mean, that doesn't matter too much because the person that was wearing this is now dead. So.
What's that?
The person that was wearing this is now dead.
They died at your hometown, so that could anchor them. I would think that would anchor them to your hometown.
Yeah, we'll try that.
Okay.
And see what you can see.
We'll try. Bring out the expensive piece of amber.
Okay. Yeah, you
and go through the same ritual.
Hand over the rag.
Roll me a d20, just because some time's passed and you're not super familiar with it.
For me or kids?
No, it's for your connection. So I just want to see.
Okay.
You're the one doing the scry, so.
Yeah, I rolled a 5.
You rolled a 5? Okay. Your consciousness goes and you leave, and you fly past Narroth. I like to see scry as kind of like a traveling journey, but you travel there so fast in like a blink. So like you're like, wait, we're going past Narroth, and you see the temple, your temple, and then you just go past that into the mountain range. You know these mountains quite well. You've not traversed them much because of the horrible traverse. But you slowly come to kind of like it slows down over these mountains, and you come to kind of like a retreat of sorts. And you see rope bridges intertwined with mountain passages and overgrown kind of shrubbery that's now taken life there. And the scribe's kind of locked in place above this kind of like beautifully grown kind of outcropping where rope bridges kind of connect to one central pillar. Roll me a perception check.
Level. Perception is 8.
8? It's not super bad. It is kind of nighttime still, so you see there's no torchlight, there's no smoke, there's nothing. The place looks abandoned, and it's been abandoned for quite a while. That nature's kind of reclaimed it. The place that you're scrying on, out of the kind of tree that's roven and the bushes and shrubberies that's kind of found its home now on this kind of retreat, you see like a spear stuck in the ground and a banner that has long been torn, and it's just kind of like waving in the wind, but it's kind of like become one with the tree. And from that banner, you just see the hand of a skeleton just kind of poised there.
Okay.
And then your scry kind of just pulls back to present.
Yeah. And I tell the story, everything that I saw, tell all of that to Keys, about all the rope bridges and the state of the area, and put some focus on that banner that I saw.
The area's changed.
The banner's probably the same banner you got this material from.
Did you see any movement?
I didn't see any movement. Nothing living. No torches or anything like that.
That's good. It means he didn't come back.
Yeah. All right.
Probably still somewhere. I don't know. We'll see one day.
Yeah. Let's wake up the next round.
Yeah, you go in, wake Bromir, a couple of the other guards, Velia. No, you don't sleep much, but you're up for watch. Dara stretches. Right, can I get perception checks from you all, please?
Yep.
Yup.
No. 6, but a nat 1.
Yikes.
Yikes.
I got 13 plus 5, 18.
Okay, 18's pretty good.
21.
Oh yeah, because you're up still, aren't you? You don't need fucking sleep, you crackhead. This is permanently wired, this bird man that doesn't sleep.
I will save.
Velia and Akis, it's about 3 or so hours into your watch. What are you doing?
I'm looking at my nails and then alternating looking up. Alternating grooming my nails and looking up.
Okay.
Imagine I'm just perched on a somewhat sturdy branch of a dead tree somewhere.
You notice, you look over and Brommy is sat around the fire and you notice he's doing this. His head's going. Go on,
It's
Brommy.
pretty early.
Get in character. Stop falling asleep.
I'm gonna just let him kind of nod off. I'm pretty sure me and Akis can handle this. I feel like he needs the rest. If he's nodding off, it means he's tired.
He does.
How have we lived this long?
It's a miracle. It's at that point where you you see that kind of point, and a smile just can't help but find your face. That it's kind of in this nightscape, this hellish kind of environment, there's still a little bit of your charming party and the little things that you've come to love. And Brommy is snoring, whether you might hate it, it's just kind of comical in that one moment that he's just kind of nodding back to sleep. However, you both do notice in the distance less of a visual image, but more of just a very not close by, but out to the road, not far.
Sorry, you cut out there. What were you describing?
Like a rumbling.
Oh.
I was gonna say, was that indigestion?
It could be or something, but no.
Romer's belly just going up again. He hasn't had anything to eat, like a big hunk of meat in a while.
My sound effects are off. My tooth game, it's pain. I'm not on top of my game right now, but yeah, you'll hear a low rumbling in the distance. Not close to Cam, distance away, but you hear a rumbling.
I go wake up here.
Just of the direction it's heading in.
Or
Are they just...
Yeah, it's out to the road, that direction. So I'd say east from where you are.
Is it heading to the city?
You don't know. You just hear a rumbling right now.
I poke Romir awake and I say, hey.
You just nodded off for a split second. He's like, I wasn't awake. I mean, I wasn't asleep.
I'm awake.
What's
Company on the road.
we head out?
I try to like indulge him in his like I wasn't asleep moment. And I'm like, did you notice that rumbling over there?
No.
Are you noticing it
What?
now?
Nah. I pause for a moment.
They roll again, yeah.
Nat 20. Yeah, I notice it. Holy
Yeah,
shit,
your
that's
ears,
loud.
Your ears pick up and you're like... and like, you get it like... It's constant now. They just heard it intermittently, but now you hone in on it and you're like, yeah, it's constant.
Is that
tunneling.
one of those worms?
Is that the kind of thing we should check out?
It's far away, but it's big enough to make a sound far away.
But I can ritual cast my Find Familiar and have him go check it out.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
It takes 10
think-
minutes.
I think at the very least, if it is one of those worms, maybe we can get an idea of direction.
Yeah, I ritual cast my actually, you know what? Fuck it. Actually, I don't have it prepared, so I can't. So I have to ritual cast it. Yeah, so I ritual cast it, and hopefully, in 10 minutes, we're still hearing the rumbling faintly.
Okay. What else are you doing in these 10 minutes? Are you just...
Well, I'm ritual casting.
Are you waking other people up? Or are you just kind of listening?
Well, I'm ritual casting,
yeah,
so
I
it's
know
up
you
to
are.
the other two.
Yeah. You can't do anything other than ritual cast, yeah.
Okay, I would say because I have a background in hunting major critters,
Big critters.
I will put my ear to the ground and see if I can make some sort of directional sense out of it.
Roll me a survival check.
18.
18. It's loosely following the road that you're following.
Ahead of us?
It's like it's probably like maybe a mile out, that far. Like you hear it faintly, but your ears to the ground, you rolled insanely high. You're in tune with the nature right now, and yeah, as you're pinpointing and listening and hearing, and it takes you a few minutes to do this, you kind of pinpoint that it's going towards the city if it stays its current path.
Am I able to discern from that, like, does it sound familiar to the worm burrowing through, or is it like...
You hear something digging, your brain is immediately like, it's a fucking worm again. It's another fucking worm.
Okay. So I'll communicate this to the rest of you guys.
Some of the guards see
on...
what you're doing and then just immediately start like kind of like looking at each other. Looking at you.
Based on the speed it's traveling, or seems to be anyways, we gotta get word to the city. I don't know if they're gonna be prepared for this.
I can fly and make haste and warn them, unless someone can get a match really quick.
We need to wake up Rune.
I think Rune might be exhausted.
Yeah, well, he could rest tomorrow. We gotta go.
I think we have a whole city to save.
The guards just say, we gotta go, and they're like, get up! They just like instantly start waking other people up. So Rune, you hear, get up! From one of the guards.
I'm up. What? Where's the threat?
Rune is like,
What?
grabs a hammer straight away and just storms out.
Yeah.
Looking around for a fight, like, what's going on?
Yeah,
She rubs
Rune,
some
I
of her
think
Why am I awake?
I think one of those worms is headed right for the city.
For real? You serious?
Yeah, it's not far off, but it's making good speed over in this direction.
Everyone up!
Follow the road.
Like, she's immediately, like, shouted everyone up. Everyone, like, the people that are asleep, like, what is going on? Start clambering, like, getting their equipment together.
I am grabbing my spell components and immediately casting Ascending to my father.
Okay, yeah, what are you saying?
Eyes up, giant word of undeath coming to you.
You hear kind of a groggy voice come back. Rune? Worm coming to us now? How long do we have, do you know? We'll prepare. If you need to save your mojo, you save your mojo, son. He's like waking up and he's just like, yeah.
Straight Austin Powers moment. I lost my mojo.
Right.
He doesn't know how that shit works.
Yeah.
He respects the religion, but he's a fighter for.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
And I go back to frantically packing things, and
you see that Rune has kind of like pulled out a little map, and she's like, "If it's here, how fast do you think these things can travel?"
Fast. We fought on twice.
How fast can we get there? If you got any sort of magic-y stuff up your ass?
Well, I don't know if I've ever seen anyone pull magic out of their ass before.
I haven't got enough for everyone.
Same.
Well, I think the core of us should try and get back to the city, and the recruits at least should make their way back with the bodies and like a smaller group separately. But whoever we can fit in the cart.
Is my ritual cast done, Apollos?
Yeah, after this conversation, yeah, your familiar comes out of the ground, out of the magical circle, in the form of a raven, is it? Sorry?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna wait your command?
I tell it to go find this worm and track it.
Okay. It goes off.
What's the distance on that one, Velia?
It is, I think it's 100 meters.
That's for you to see through its eyes, but it can kind of go as far as you want. Yeah, you just can't communicate with it after a set amount of time. So, but you can bamf it back to you and go, after like 20 minutes ago, what have you seen? And ask it kind of deal. But, all right, you send it out. Everyone starts grabbing their stuff together. Are you guys staying with the group? Are you guys getting there faster? Are you guys using spectral steed? What's the plan? What is the plan?
I have things to accelerate us, so and others.
After casting Find Familiar, I immediately start ritual casting for my Phantom Feet steed.
Okay. It takes that about time for everyone to gather stuff, anything. You have to unhitch the horse from the other cart and use the phantom steed in this cart. So you guys can do that while she's ritual casting it. Runa's like, I've got to make sure they get there safe. I can't leave them. You guys going?
Oh shit. Yeah, we're gonna get there as fast as we can.
All right. I wish I had something to help you guys get there faster, but I don't. We'll be hauling ass, so...
It's all right. Make sure these guys all get home safe.
Oh, you'll know.
We'll make sure there's a home to come back to.
Hopefully we're there to join you for the fight.
Great.
Get up. We're going to be running. This is going to be more intense than any of your training drills. She just starts like whipping him into shape. She's going to be like full sprinting as much as she can to get there. She'll tank those exhaustion points. You guys set up spectral siege. You clear out the cart. You dump out some supplies that you need to try and get there faster. You're all kind of saddled up. You don't need to steer the steed because Velia does it with her mind. So you set off at full pace and you go straight to the road. Give me a full round of perception checks from everyone.
Just before we leave, I want to cast a silent image and sort of bamf into existence an image of Night Commander Atreus.
Okay.
The big scary night guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you, if you see this guy, you do not fight him, you run.
Yes.
Roll me a persuasion
if you see
check.
him, you run.
Yeah.
With advantage because Rune's saying but at the moment,
with advantage.
Yeah, because Rune's saying, yeah, he's backing you.
It's an 18.
This guy is scary business.
It's an 18.
She's like eager for a fight, but then she's like, all right, understood.
You're not fighting.
Yeah.
You guys zoom off.
But for the, I guess it just applies to me, maybe. Since I got kind of a sleep, could you say that I got a short rest?
Well, you all kind of got a sleep, because this is happening like at like the end of their long rest. So I'd say you all got like a long rest going into this.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. I can get a bunch of spells back.
It's literally just turned early morning. You would have been waking up in the next hour or two, essentially.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Thanks.
No worries. So you jet off. Get me perception checks from everyone. I assume you're trying to like keep an eye or ear out for the worm.
16 for me.
16?
9.
19.
9.
11.
11. So Velia, you're quite on the steed, and you can hear it. You can't even see it, but like it's like after a couple of minutes, you'll like catch up, and it's like you can all kind of feel it. Like the ground is like rumbling underneath you, but you don't kind of be able to gauge how far underneath it is, but you're kind of like in line with it. And the speed of the horse, now you've like ditched the weight and the spectral steed is fast, it's kind of like it's losing a little bit of speed. Like the worm is quick, but it's like you're mostly keeping up with it. Like that's got to dig through rock, but you're keeping up with it over ground for the most part. If we were talking about like miles an hour, let's say you're going like 50 and it's doing like 52, like it's slightly ahead, but not by much. But now you're underground.
Still terrifying.
Yeah, like fucking Doom moment, pretty much. Like Velia, you're like listening, and you're like, this sounds different from last time. Like, there's more than one.
No!
You hear like two, just with your perception, you hear like there's a break in digging for a split second, but you hear the crunch of a second one. But like,
oh, that's
they're
not good.
craving in tandem kind of deal.
I tell them that. I tell the group that. So there's 2 of these fuckers.
Well, at least we'll have the might of Narroth to back us up.
So, for the next hour or so, unless you guys are doing anything differently, you are hearing this loud grinding of stone. Like a machine just crunching stone in its toothy maws as you're kind of like scrambling. The spectral steed only lasts for an hour, and Narroth is in sight, and the spectral steed just kind of starts phasing out of existence, and like the cart is essentially like skidding without any kind of momentum, and you hear like a mighty crash, and there's like elements of like the lit up castle, because it's still got that artificial daylight kind of cast on it. Even in the daylight, you can kind of still see the hue of this magical barrier. You just see like bits of stone and rock, and people like, what the fuck, get ready, they're here, and like rush in. And you guys are just on the precipice. So what are we like on time, guys? Are we good? I think we're good. We're good. I know Bonnie has to go a little bit.
Yeah, I'm
okay. Get some water.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Let's take a little 2-minute break. I'm not going to do a full break while I switch over to the map. If you need to get water, go get it now. We'll jump straight into this situation. If we have to pause it halfway, pick it up next session, we can. We'll see how we get on. But yeah, let me get ready here. We'll see.
I don't.
You got long, boy?
Say what?
Have you got long, or are you good?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You good? Okay.
Yep.
All right. I'll need initiative rolls from everyone, but go get your water first. No rush.
Yeah.
I'm a 15 initiative. If anyone needs to know.
Okay. 1 second. Let me get the map ready. Hope the map's not broken. Chat, are you ready for this battle map? I made this from scratch.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh no, I got a 6 for my initiative. That's not great.
Okay, 1 second. All right. Well, those guys have gone, so Bromir got a 15. You got a 6, do you say?
Mm-hmm.
So usually we have a little 5-minute break, but since we're a bit pushed for time and this is quite a big fight, we're just gonna let people do it a little bit unorthodox, go get some water, toilet break, whatever they need, and we'll jump into it.
I'll be right back.
Theme from me.
What did you get?
15, sir.
15. What's your dex? Is yours better or worse?
+5.
Yeah, you'll be right.
I probably should have put that +5 into charisma, but I'm silly.
Yeah, that is a bit unusual to me. What the fuck? What the fuck? Have a look at the battle map.
Gorgeous.
I hope you see everything.
I do, yeah. It's really good.
It's been a fucking... I've been probably sat on this battle map for about a month.
Oh, you even did the 2 feet more thing there that you were describing last time.
Yeah.
That's cool. Get another one there as well.
Get this through.
There's one there, yeah.
You can see the zombies and undead are floating because the purple worm is like bigger than it is, so they're technically sat on the purple worm hitbox, which is annoying.
Gotcha.
We'll come to that when we get
That's
Nice.
Rune, what did you get for initiative?
The roll. It's my deck. Initiative. I have a 12.
Whoa.
Middle pack. Where are we? In this chaotic mess.
Okay, so you hear the eruption, you get there just on time. As you rush through the gates, like the guards in front of you have already rushed back into the city and have like formed a line, and you see there's like a giant worm in front of you, and one like even ahead of that, just spewing out hordes of undead. You see like there's like a line of guards, and it's just chaos. Need to roll initiative for everyone else. Okay.
I wonder if I could pick your brain quickly on some wording.
Sure.
Whenever a creature within 10 feet of you hits you with an attack, does that mean I take damage, or they just attempt to hit me?
Read it again.
In addition, whenever a creature within 10 feet of you hits you with an attack,
Hits you.
the
So
shadows
when
lash
they
out.
actually hit you.
So they have to actually hit
Yeah.
me and do damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they just have to hit you. It doesn't say anything about doing damage. You know, you could have armor bag of soap or whatever, it might do 0 damage, but as long as they hit you. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yes. So it is the guards of Narroth and the city of Narroth first. They rolled really good initiative.
Awesome.
So you can see that your warning had some effect. They got time to set up some barricades in the city that weren't there before. This, if you remember the previous sessions in Narroth, this is kind of like the training quarters, Bromir, where you were helping them fight dummies and stuff. But they managed to get some palisades up because they didn't know where the attack was coming from. They just knew it was a worm. So they set some city defense up. You can also notice that a couple of people have been, like, this is your immediate situation as you run in. You notice there's a couple of dead bodies on the floor, but a lot of people are hiding in the houses and have, like, barricaded the houses up. If you see all these NPCs on the top of the houses, that resembles how many people have kind of like fortified their position in there because you gave him an advance block.
Okay.
As opposed to dead scattered bodies on the roof. That's good to know.
Yeah, exactly. It's just to prove that the buildings have some sort of purpose if you're going to start throwing fireballs around, that kind of shit. So, it is their go first. I'm going to roll. So, how I'm doing those first, like Narroth first there, they're going to be rolling kind of a bit like how we did the big horde last time, and depending on how their roll narrates kind of if their turn was successful or their turn was negative to their situation. So that turn was kind of even Stevens, so there's not much happening other than them fighting back. But you immediately notice that there's an undead ogre at the forefront of this like worm army, and it's just kind of like smashing its way through some of the guards. With that, Keith, it's your go. What are you doing? Now, I will say as well for flying, about another building height above these buildings is the roof of Narroth. Narroth has a huge roof over it, but it has artificial light currently throughout it, which is keeping like shadows and things like that at bay.
I'm just going to armor Vega this up.
Yes.
Where are we?
You're at the front gate over here.
Over there, okay.
Yeah, so if you imagine this is like the front gate you've just all rushed through.
Yeah, I'm just going to armor Vega this up and I'm just going to move up behind the guards.
Okay. Is that you okay?
Yep.
Bromir.
All right, let's run in and hit stuff. I'm going to. What am I using?
I have no idea.
Well, normally I would wait to rage, but I think I'm angered by the attack on the city. What the heck is it called when I have advantage?
Rage.
Recklessly attack.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. No, I can't.
Oh,
Just
I think that's something.
So I'm gonna race forward to the ogre.
Yep.
I'm literally just gonna bust through these guards.
Yeah, there's enough space where you can guys.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm dead somewhere.
What the hell? What the
Where am I? Here I am.
Where did you go? Oh, there you go.
Coming through. Excuse me. Pardon me. Sorry.
Oh my god. I'm here for the
He's
chaos.
a wrecking ball.
I'm going to impose a rule. If you knock something down, it dies.
Oh, well, in that case.
But doesn't that go both ways?
Yeah. Yeah, it might get a bit dodgy because of just how many pixels is here, but we'll make it work.
Okay.
Just treat it more like a visual representation rather than accurate placing, just for fun.
So I'm gonna go reckless.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rage. When I rage, I have a 10-foot aura of electricity.
You do.
So that'll go to the ogre. It's a DC Dex 15.
I don't think he's going to pass that. Let me get the ogre. No, he got a 6. And then I just rolled the dice again by accident and got a natural 20. But that doesn't count, obviously. I just wasted.
Well, it doesn't matter. I rolled 1 damage on that one, so more just a little tickle than a big shock.
You're getting him ready.
Yeah. All right. So I will
start attacking.
Do it. Get in there.
24 hits, I imagine.
24 does hit. Yeah, this thing is slow but chunky. Oh, music. One sec. I didn't have it on repeat. My bad.
Oh my god.
Did Velia prepare fireball? Is the question.
Just have fireball.
I don't know. She might not have got it.
I don't have it. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yep.
Now, I always forget this,
Yep.
but I get +2 melee damage when I'm raging. And I almost
Yes.
never apply it, but I remember.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
So 15.
Oh, 15. Okay.
Put a notepad on your monitor. And
Yeah,
says
I
add two,
get +2 when I rage. Yeah.
or whatever it is.
The question is,
Crass, go ahead.
can I move fire with telekinesis and turn it into a fireball?
Fire's not something you can physically grab. Let me see how the spell's worded. I don't mind letting you do fuckery if it's depending on how
It says an
worded.
object that weighs up to 1,000 pounds.
It's not really an object though, is it? If there was a flaming barrel and you scattered like an oil barrel on fire, I'd let you do some shenanigans with that.
Alright, heard.
Next shopping trip, we buy lots of barrels of oil.
Not getting like Baldur's Gate, okay?
I
That's a
got
smoke
17 on my next hit.
Sorry, what you get?
17.
That hits.
No, sorry, I rolled a 19 plus 10
Oh.
to hit.
Yeah,
But the damage was 17.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry. All right, yeah.
Cool.
Chunky, huge section out of this ogre, like, but he's still kind of standing.
And I'll wrap up my turn just by like a rage scream right in his face.
Yeah. It also kind of like grunts by, but it's like just kind of nasty decayedness comes out. With that rune, you're up then, Velia.
All right. I am going to charge forward, and as I do, I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians,
Hell
and
yeah.
from behind me is going to be a cavalry that's just constantly charging.
That's sick. Just a wave of horses. Hell yeah. Fucking
Yeah.
hero moment. Let's go. I'm here for it.
Let's see, that's a 3rd level spell, so anything within 15 feet of me. Let's see, is it
Does it
start of
trigger
your
on?
turn?
I always forget with Spirit Guardians.
Yes.
Does it trigger on their turn or when you moved into them?
Unaffected.
So just for your awareness, all the zombies here count as like a one mob like before, but the
Oh,
ogre's
do they?
separate and the guy here's separate.
Okay.
So
Aw.
you'd hit the mob and the ogre.
Okay.
Uh,
Let's see.
I can load it up quick and have a quick check of Spirit Guardians.
Area.
Yeah, I
So
always...
when they enter the area for the first time or starts its turn there.
Okay, yeah, so
So-
it's when they... Yeah, so I would say they take damage now because they've just...
Okay.
Oh, no, it's when they enter the area, right? It says they particularly.
It says when they enter the area for the first time or start their turn there. So,
Cast this first,
up to you. But
when the creature
think it's-
enters the area for the first time on a turn, or it starts their turn there. Yeah, I'd say, because it's like Baldur's Gate, it just ticks on the turn. Fuck it. Yeah. So you roll the damage now, and then
Okay.
at the start of their turn, roll the damage too.
okay.
But I'm not going to let you abuse
I
it
need
like
more
Baldur's
dice.
Gate, where you can just move back 15 feet and then move in 15 feet and keep doing that over and
No,
over.
I can do that. That's stupid. That's stupid.
It's broken as hell in Baldur's Gate.
Is it? Yeah. All right. Where's my defense? Yep. Thanks.
I'm here for fun, guys. Ain't no rule, Andy.
Backseat Billy.
Yeah. Let me just grab. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3.
Physical dice. Velia, you're up after this?
Yeah. 13, 14. So
It's
that
a deck
is,
save as well, right? Is it? I can't remember.
Yes, it is a wisdom save.
Wisdom. Natural
Yeah.
15. Does that work? Probably not.
the
No,
ones.
they got a 13 total.
Okay. Yeah. The save is 17, so you
Okay.
fail. So that is 19 points of radiant damage.
19 points. Yeah, the cavalry charges in and immediately like melts a couple of them away.
And looks like the ogre's in it as well. The ogre and the doggy.
Oh yeah, the ogre needs to be one. The ogre definitely fails too, so he takes 19. Is it 19 yet?
Yeah, 19.
The doggy's part of the mob, sorry. So the doggy's part of the
Okay.
mob, just the ogre and this guy here is different. They have separate stuff.
Alright.
But it's just for flavor, the doggy there being part of like the horde of zombies.
Yeah.
Alright.
Awesome.
Rune?
I think that is everything, yes.
Okay. Velia, what are you doing?
How much do you like to gamble?
I love gambling.
Cool. We're gonna gamble. I have a box of mysterious powders.
Oh dear.
No.
Is this the thing that you got from the dungeon that Adara was in?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you doing with said box of powder?
I'm gonna pull out one of them at random. And I'm going to use prestidigitation
The
and
powder's
blow.
all the same, by the way.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm gonna pull out a bunch of it at random and use prestidigitation to blow it in a wind over the undead army.
Okay.
And tell me what happens, DM.
All of you need to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Oh, this is going to be fun. This is sleeping powder or something.
Probably.
Yeah.
Is it poisonous? Because do I, as a dwarf, have advantage?
It's affecting your body, but it's not poison.
I have 16.
Okay.
Okay, 16. I imagine it's a big handful that you're doing, right? Because you wanted to cover the entire horde of zombies.
Yeah, but I'm only blowing it on the undead.
You
Yeah,
have
that
to
blows
go-
it past me.
Yeah, it's past all the
Okay.
people in front of you. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So it's an 18.
Yeah.
18,
You would
16
have
for
to like get up
Velia.
next to me.
I have a 16.
Yeah. From
Sorry, this is a con saving throw?
Con save, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 7.
A 7.
15.
15. All three of you are fine. Rune, you suddenly are high off your face. Like, it's like an instant like head rush, and you can't, like, everything starts warping, and like you're not on this like plane of existence anymore ultimately. Your magical capabilities with this are amplified, so you still have your
Cool.
go, but I need you to think
Okay.
about how you would take it, not knowing where the enemy is in front of you, who's around you or whatnot. Like, I will let you control what is happening in your trip, but like whatever this
Jesus.
substance is like completely put you on a different plane of existence, like level.
You're on
of
acid,
high.
bro.
But you all
You're
do
in the
gain the
Feywilds,
benefits. Bromir, not so much, because
Fucking belly, yeah.
it's magical powder.
Yeah.
But essentially, yeah, we'll come to what bonuses you get as you cast magic, and we'll see what happens.
All right. Okay.
But the magic users in the party, you feel like your hands are on like electric, like you feel like a battery that's 150%, like just wired.
Cool. Do the undead also get this effect?
You don't know?
Oh, great. I just threw fucking stimulants all over everybody.
You get frenzy dust, and you get frenzy dust.
Right.
The enemy gets frenzy dust.
I would say that box is not a huge box, so that's like half depleted now. So just make a sub note of like that's half depleted.
Okay.
Because So I imagine you're in combat, you're not measuring it out carefully, you just grabbed a huge and just blew it. Like, in addition to this, any spells that have, I will give you this tidbit, any spells that have a material component cost to them, it is using this dust's power to use them.
Cool.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, like revival?
You don't know? We'll see.
Oh. Portable diamonds, let's go.
This is magic.
You sure
crap.
Dwarven Resilience wouldn't have helped at all with that?
Right.
I mean,
And that's affecting us, but we didn't get the trip.
It's not a poison necessarily. It's magical
drug.
crack getting into your system. Yeah.
It was.
He's not technically poisoned or incapacitated or anything. It's just, and he's
It's not
getting the
illegal,
bonus.
it's prescribed.
Yeah, he's getting the bonus effects from this. Still, it's just the con save was to see if he could control the effects impacting his mind, pretty much. Who knows how long he'll stay like that for? We'll see. I mean, Rune has magic to cleanse ailments, essentially, so...
Question is, do I have any of them prepared?
Nothing could have prepared you for this.
Right.
So, that's your action. That's your action, sorry, Velia. You still do have a bonus action. You're muted currently. So, yeah. You're muted. Oh, I think she thinks her action's done. We'll come back to this bonus action. It is Adara's go. Adara is just gonna run forward and do what she does best. She hits. She hits. Hits. I just need to get her damage up. View. Action.
Swear to God, if Rune gets addicted to this stuff.
Well,
Join us next episode where Rune struggles with withdrawal.
Yeah.
That's my whole turn, by the way.
that's fine. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay, Adara just starts wailing into undead in front of her. Pushes up. It is now their go. Not gonna fight back. This is Adara, but does manage to take out one of the guards. It's all pretty good. And the ogre's gonna take a swing for you, Bromir. Doesn't like you being in front of it.
Bring it.
It is their go, so they do all get a tick from your stuff, Rune.
Yes.
So I'll do the dex saves in a second. Let me just see what it is.
Okay.
A 21 to hit you, Bromir. Oh, it has advantage, doesn't it, as well?
Yeah, I mean...
Ooh, a 19. It doesn't crit on a 19, though. Yeah, it hits. 12 points of bludgeoning damage as you're ranging.
6.
It hits the 6, yeah.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna swing at you again. That time, I don't think a 9's gonna. Oh, it is with advantage. Oh, a 16 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Another 10, so round out of 5, so it'd be 11 points total you've just taken.
Yeah.
That is their go, and the
Wisdom saves.
wisdom saves. That's the one.
For my
Fail.
cracked out knights.
And fail. Both fail. So what's the damage?
So I rolled 17.
17.
My cracked out knights, taking them down.
Yeah, mowing through it. I'm going to do quick math. Yeah, there we go. This ogre's looking fucked up already. I mean, it already looked fucked up, but you know what I mean.
Good luck with it passing a wisdom.
Yeah, I mean,
right.
it's an ogre and it's undead. It's got two things going against it.
Yeah, it's radiant damage.
One second, I'm just loading a stat shield that didn't load up earlier. My bad. This guy here. I need Rune. Roll me a d6. 1, 2, or 3. It hits you guys. 4, 5, or 6. It hits the guards over here.
I rolled a 3.
So he's shooting a fireball at you guys. I need everyone here apart from Velia to do a dexterity saving throw, please.
Who's shooting the fireball, sorry?
This guy who's stood differently on top of the worm.
Could I
Counterspell.
argue?
Counterspell. Okay. Don't have to roll dex saves.
Nice.
Are you going to say something?
No, it doesn't matter now.
Doesn't matter. So
Sorry.
you see he raises his weapon and shoots out like a bead of fire, and this red beam just from a key grabs it and just dissipates it to nothing.
Oh, no, you don't.
Since that's a 3rd level, you don't have to roll, right? Just double checking on counterspell.
Yeah, my stuff is... Hold up. Counterspell... It'll be a bit more, whatever my highest level is, right? I don't know what my highest level is. 4th? 5th? 4th?
So you cast counterspell at 4th level.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's 5th level.
Oh, so you've instantly...
5th level.
Yeah. Okay. That's his go. They killed one guard, so I've tallied that. Back to the top of the round. It's Narroth's go. We'll see how they do. Evens again. So I'll say this time they do kill a zombie from each side. And they tighten up their line a little bit more. They're just rolling average, but they're not sucking, which is good. So, Akis, what are we doing?
I am going to move up next to our dear raging friend.
Okay.
And I'm going to get in melee range with the ogre and smack it with the new rapier that I have.
Hell yeah.
The Frostbrand. For a 17 to hit.
17 hits. I think you'd
So you
hit
get
this
a
guy
nice-
even if you rolled a 2.
So it's 11 piercing, and then I will roll 1d6 frost as well.
Yep.
So 11 piercing and 4 frost or cold.
How do you take him down? Bromir and that have
Oh,
done all the
quick.
work. This cavalry's gone through him, and you just come in and take the kill.
We're going for the Achilles on this one, the Achilles heel.
Yeah, you dive through
Bring
his
him down
legs,
to 11.
slice him down, he comes down, and then Bromir just fucking whacks his head off. And he flies back.
That's fucking teamwork.
I'm gonna take him out.
Root's dead.
The world is turned upside down.
I'm gonna take him out just because you guys want to advance, right? So there you
That's a real bad trip there, Rune.
Yeah. We're working with
The ogre flew through me, and then I was just upside down.
go. Bromir, you're up if that was Akisa's go.
Yeah, sure. Is this an actual hellhound thing?
It is, but it's part of the mob of zombies stat block, so it is an actual like undead big wolf. Yeah. But it just counts as like the horde is like one big stat block. So now for these guys, all this is one stat block apart from this guy who's different.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
He's built different.
he is built in.
I mean, sure. Let's run through all these zombies How far is this?
I just noticed I never hit record. Fuck my life.
No, no. We have to rip it from the VOD.
I'm gonna have to rip it from the VOD, but we lose music now.
That's okay. Easy overlay after. How far is this? 35? To make
5,
this?
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 to the worm, 40. He's 45 away from me. You can move 10 feet. There's no like.
Well, my walking speed's 35, so I...
Oh yeah, you're pushing through a horde of zombies, so it's going to be difficult. It's not going to be super easy to push through them.
All right, well then I'll just smack these guys right.
Right.
Let's just...
So,
We'll get there.
I mean, you could do a leap. I'll let you jump, but you won't be able to make it all the way to that guy in one go. But if you want to just leap into the horde and start cleaving, I'm down for that.
No.
Okay.
It's all right. Maybe a keys will fly me over or something. We'll figure. Teamwork makes the dream work. Okay, well, 28. So
28
I think
hits. Yeah.
that probably hits, yeah. I'll just roll the attack for the second one, 2. 4. Be my second. Okay, damage.
Damage. That's a lot of damage.
Ooh, nice. 16. 18 for the first one.
Mash the
16 for the second one.
Nice. So yeah, you cleave through 2 more, you move forward, you get the zombie hand down, you cleave through another 1 or 2, you like making way, pushing through them. Hell yeah.
And then I guess I will use my sentinel attack. No, my storm aura attack on the guy right in front of me.
Yep. They fail the dex save. They're not dexterous at all.
Yeah, max damage. Whopping 6.
Nice. So it all adds up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that's it.
All right. With that rune, what is happening to you right now in this instance, in this moment?
Who knows?
It doesn't have to be a bad trip. Like I've left it into your hands. It's just your mind is blown. It's like you see countless infinities before you. You're in space. Like it's like insane. You're wired.
I'm just gonna get like hyper focused on a single person in this army.
Okay.
And just try to charge, like, and then the rest of them, in Rune's mind, the rest of them just disappear. And he's just going to charge forward to try to attack it.
Okay. Bromir and Adara, you just notice Rune just like a bull just puts his head down, helmet, and just barrels into this like horde. Kind of similar, you were thinking about it, Bromir, and then you're like, wait, what? That's my job, like, because you don't know he's like high off his face right now. You just know you're feeling some weird tingle. They will get an attack of opportunity of you because you're kind of like moving through them.
Okay.
What do they get to hit? They got 26 to hit you. Well, pretty
Wow.
good.
Yeah, that'll do it.
10, 17. You take 22 points of bludgeoning damage, and you suddenly get grappled by them when you're halfway in. And now, like, it's a weird sensation because you're not feeling this at all, but you feel like you're just suspended in air by something, but you don't know what. And you just
Oh god, it's like when you're running in place in a dream.
Yeah, literally that. You still have an action and a bonus action.
All right. So as I'm getting it like held in midair, I'm just gonna try to let the divine energy like swell and burst from within me, and I'm gonna use the channel divinity to destroy undead.
Okay, yeah.
Since I find it in here. They like to hide it. Wisdom saves.
This
Within
is kind of
30 feet of me.
one mob, so it's see how it goes. It fails its wisdom save. This is a challenge rate in 9. So I will say it's really weird because like half the mob would kind of run away, but the other half would stay there. I would say I'm going to take a HP chunk off them, and you're no longer grappled, as the ones around you that were grappling you like are forced away from you. So in your mind, like you whatever's slowing you, you've just and it's like Rune just did a Super Saiyan move in your mind. Like he's just this white light, just energy explodes, and you're in this like expansive space, and like you're free to move, and it's almost like you're flying. But in real life, like no zombies are holding you anymore, and you've just like blown half of them away. I'm also going to do extra damage because you're cracked up on magic.
Nice.
So
fuck yeah.
A magical juju.
You guys just watch Rune explode with radiant energy as like all these kind of around him just dissipate. And where you couldn't see where he ran, Bromir, it was just like a holy hand grenade. Now you see him again, and they're just all like corpses of charred like zombies just raining down from the sky around him. You notice now like his eyes, as he turns around, are just like radiant energy themselves. Like he's just looks wired and off, like not himself. It's awesome but scary. That's your go, Rune. Delia, you're up.
One more thing.
Sorry, go on.
One more thing I want to do. Assuming I'm not limited on that. I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon as one of the cavalry that is encircling me from my the spiritual guardians.
Okay.
Is going to charge forward into that big guy.
Okay. Yeah.
He's going to like split off from the pack and charge into him.
I say because you were focusing on him, yeah. But you don't even see the worm that's underneath him. You this is the only thing that you maintained picture of, just this one guy, because you were focusing on him. And you summon that, and it appears next to him behind him, and he's just there. Roll me another Constitution saving throw at the end of your turn.
Okay. Can I do the damage on the...
Yeah, you can do that as well.
Spiritual weapon first? Yeah, okay. Let me make sure... Let me check and see if that hits first.
Yeah, I need to get stats also.
That's 9, 14 to hit.
14 just misses, unfortunately. Sorry.
Damn.
He's a little bit harder to hit, this guy.
The cavalry head is basically like jousting towards him.
Well, in your mind, it goes straight through him, and you feel like you've done loads of damage to him, but you have no idea.
Yes.
But yeah, roll me a con save.
Okay. Please con save. 13. No.
13.
11.
No, unfortunately not. You fall deeper into this kind of well, and you've still got autonomy, but we'll see how that affects on your turn, what you do.
Okay.
But I would say now, Rune is just kind of standing still to everyone. Like, he's just done this magic explosion. He's like glowing radiant energy, and he's just still. Like, he's not like in a fighting pose defending. He's just like hands are down by his side, still clutching his weapon and shield, and he's just down, looking at the ground. And we'll see what happens when we come back to his turn. Velia, you feel fucking insane. You feel like your body is made of fire. Like, you're ready to just like fly up in the air and melt anything. Like, you're like, you need to move. What are you doing?
I'm gonna cast Melf's Minute Meteors as a level 4 spell.
Okay. Because of this, it actually counts 2 levels higher.
Shit, so it's a 6th level spell?
Yeah.
I can't even cast a 6th level spell right now. Like,
no, you can't.
No, like on D&D Beyond. How do I calculate this?
So whatever it says you get for casting it at higher levels, cast it at 2 higher levels.
I think it's extra meteors.
Yeah, I get 2 extra meteors. So I'm gonna cast it at 5th level, which means, or 6th level, which means that I get 6 extra meteors.
Yeah. So.
Cool. Cool. Yeah, I'll do that. Sick. So I have 12 total, by the way.
I would say you have to move though, as like a thing for this. You need to move. Like you can't stay still. Like
I'm moving up here.
Okay. Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna throw some meteors. 2 of them are gonna go right.
Can you throw them same turn? I think you can, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna cast 2 of them right here.
Okay. Dex save for Guy and Mob, yeah. He fails his dex save. Mob fails his dex save too, so full damage.
Cool. So they get 2d6 fire damage. Let's see. D6. Roll. We get 9 damage for the first one, and then the second one does 4.
So 13 total, yeah?
13 total, yep. And then as a bonus action on each turn after this, I can throw another one. Or actually 2 of them.
Yep. It's a bonus action, yeah. Awesome. That's your go, yeah?
That's my go. I do have to run here in 15 minutes, just as a heads up.
Okay. No worries. She shows up late and then she leaves early. Who do you think you are, Christ?
Don't be me. No.
You know what? You D-level. I'm joking. I'm not that mean.
I feel like Brummer would just be over here going, what the fuck? Going, like, runes, Super Saiyan, Valia's, like, just pulling asteroids out of all over the place. I don't know what's going on. This is just, like, I guess I'm questioning if I'm dreaming.
Yeah, probably. Is Adara's go? I'm just gonna... She is just gonna go mad at this horde of zombies and just start. There's one there. This horde has actually been pretty much whittled down.
It's...
She's like, guys, there's the guards over here could use some help. And she's like calling out that there's some civilians over here and some guards. You do see your father as well. Well, actually, Rune, you don't, but you do see Rune. Everyone else sees Rune's father holding tight and holding the barracks off here. With that, it's the enemy's go. Let's see how they do. They do pretty well. So another one goes here. And
everybody is spiritual guardians if anyone's close enough.
It only activates at the start of their turn now because you're in the middle of it, which is the start of their turn. So yeah, 5, 10, 15. Yeah, so big guy's in it. He fails. The mob is all cleared around you though, pretty much. Since you blew them all away, so it's just the big guy that failed.
Yeah. Okay. So it's 16 points of radiant.
16, yeah. God.
Some solid damage in here.
Jesus, guys, you guys are fucking doing a lot of damage right now. It's like turn 2. You guys are fucking chunking.
Quick,
Sure.
F character question. When Crass is done, are we wrapping up?
We can if people want to, and just pause it on this kind of combat turn. We'll do like one more round and then we can wrap it up there. Sounds good. Sorry guys, yeah, people have to go. It's a little bit Oh, Aslan said he made it home okay, Cry.
That's good. That's good. Thank you for letting me know.
If the big dude casts a spell, I cast counter spell, I'll be right back.
What the fuck? Alright, cast a cantrip.
Just shitting on.
Cast a cantrip. Cast a fucking cantrip. Cast Mage Hand at will. Fucking cancel Mage Hand. Get wrecked.
My spell's clock, nerd.
No, he was actually going to cast He probably would have cast Magic Missile, to be fair. Oh no! Yeah, he also has another spell. So he would have cast Magic Missile, but then he has an action for... It's not a spell, it's just a ranged attack for Fire Ray. So... He's probably going to hit Adara with it. Adara's closer to him. Slightly. Let me check her AC. I love killing characters that way. He hits. He hits.
Especially when they're not here.
Yeah, I know. I feel bad, but you know, it's how it goes.
This is your punishment for not showing up. Your character's dead.
Adara takes a bit of fire damage to the back, but it is what it is. They did kill a couple of guards. You see the purple worm start like crawling back underground. Now it's kind of done its delivery, and the purple worm kind of rescinds back into the hole. And you know these things are being ordered, so
fucking Amazon Prime, let's go. It's just, the drones are out.
That's the enemies going in the Narroth. Let's see how they do. Oh no, they do pretty bad. We'll only lose one from here.
Left your parcel in the square.
They lost 3 guards. They did real bad that round. We'll say they do a chunk of zombies here too, because they are fighting back. And I'll move some of them up as well. Some are gonna go try and rush around here to help, because Adara said they needed help down here. This guy's feeling ballsy. He's gonna go up to the big guy.
Yeah.
Oh, move up.
Which I assume I still don't see.
No, you have no idea. Rune, you're up after Bromir. Sorry, no, it's a Keith, Bromir, then Rune. So we'll do one more order of things since I started off. Keith, you're up.
So I would like to try and get within 30 feet of the current big bad in this scenario.
Yep.
So I'm going to assume like around here somewhere. I'm within 30 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25 there.
Okay, so I'm going to hold on to the necklace. And as I'm affected by the dust, I don't need a special component anymore.
Okay, yeah. Well, you don't need the component for that necklace anyway. That's the thing of the necklace.
There are certain things that need components to use. Certain things. So one of them, the one I'm going to use, requires a metal chain, a chain made of. Hold up. Requires a. Where is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the spell requires a fine chain of precious metal.
Okay.
Which I don't have.
You've not bought one of those yet. Yeah.
The dust, I assume, would cover that cost.
It would, yeah. In this situation, it would, but the chain the amulet on also works as that kind of catalyst.
Oh, okay.
As well.
Got you.
So it does work, but yeah.
So I need him to make a Wisdom 18 save.
I rolled a natural 16. Jesus. Let me see what his wisdom is. I don't know if it's positive or negative. Oh, no, he fails.
He fails?
Yeah.
Okay, so the one I'm using in particular, heavy chains, firmly rooted in the ground, hold the target in place. The target is restrained until the spell ends. It cannot be moved by any means until then. However, it takes 10 turns to cast. It's a minute to cast. So I'm going to be focusing on this for the next minute.
So this amulet is like, it's not just the chaining effect. Read it. It has another effect that goes into place as well. It's part of that spell, but it's a unique element of that spell. Because, just read it, but you cast that and you start it. Bromir, what are you doing?
Yeah,
you see these big heavy chains just kind of like start wrapping around this skeletal dude. And
Okay.
Rune, you do see these chains just come out of your vision, just and grab this thing.
So, Rune's shield, is that out on his back right now?
No, it's down by his side. He's just kind of, his arms are just gone. I assume you were wielding it going into this fight.
I was wielding it. Yeah, so it is tied to my arm.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll forgive me. So I am recklessly going to sprint forward.
Yeah.
And I'm going to I reach into my pack as I'm running and I pull out an oil flask. And I'm going to propel myself straight towards Rune and like use him as a launch pad effectively to shoot myself right towards our good friend right over here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna attempt to smash the oil flask on him.
All right.
And I'm hoping Velia hears me, but I'm gonna yell, "Light him up!"
She can hear you. Yeah.
Throw my dice.
Aye, Captain.
I mean, you pretty much are you throwing at him, or are you just smashing it all over him while it's in your hand?
Well, I mean, as I'm coming towards him.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like it's not gonna be. I'm not launching it from 20 feet away. It's pretty close, but. So, do you want me to roll an attack for that, or?
If a thrown weapon, it'd be a dexterity to throw it. So just roll the d20, add your dexterity modifier.
Yeah. Whoa. Well, actually, I should clarify. Do I get reckless?
Yeah, you could do it. And
rolls?
it's attack, so yeah, you could do it recklessly. Yeah.
Okay, so my second roll was a nat 20.
Nice. So yeah, it just hits him directly in the face. And you see now that an element of his face is kind of on fire, and it just his entire body just.
All right. And I guess I will. Okay, I have questions now because it was a 20, but I guess how did the crits work with this? Because it's like not really a regular.
Yeah, so it's not your weapon, so you don't get to cleave or anything like that. It's more like flavor, so I would count him just as on fire now. Okay. He does have a fire element to him. I don't think he will take some sort of damage, but I will give it like a fairy fire effect, so he's easier for you to hit and for everyone else to hit now because he's engulfed in this flame. I think that's what I'll do because it's like a flavored crit essentially. So I'll give him the same effects of fairy fire, which means everyone has advantage on hitting him regardless if you do it recklessly or not.
I got a 19 nat 19 on my second attack.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
does nat 19 crit
10, 29 to hit? It does.
Yeah. Oh my god, so you double critting around? Jesus.
But with my sword, isn't there?
Yeah, so roll a d20
for this.
Yeah, so you roll a d20, and if you get another 20, you can lop off any part of his body. Is your sword's ability, I think.
Oh, fuck you. 19.
No. But that 19's a crit, right, for you?
Yeah, but I have to roll. I think for the follow-up, I have to roll a 20 for that, right?
Is it? I think it just says. Let me just double check. Or is it sharpness?
Mm-hmm.
Is the thing.
Hell's Bane.
Sword of sharpness. Is the sharpness?
When you attack a creature with this weapon and roll 20 on the attack.
Yeah, it does say you have to specify roll a 20, not roll another crit. God damn, that's so close. That's so close. You still crit. Do some extra damage.
Okay. And what is that? I double my attack dice?
So you double the dice, not the modifiers, yeah.
Right.
So whatever you roll on the dice, you can roll 2 extra dice, so you can double what you get on the normal dice. However you want to do it, I don't care. And then
Roll it.
Just your normal modifiers on top.
Let the dice gods control. Reroll 1s and 2s, thank God.
Barbarians, man, just work on crits. Oh. He's on the floor.
It doesn't count.
I gotta run, boys.
Is there anything you want to do on your turn? Because we're just wrapping up after
cast
this.
meteors at the suit, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Thank you, Velia. Bye. Bye. Bye.
I'll leave my camera up for you.
If you could, thank you. That'd be amazing. Thank you. Bye.
24.
24.
25, 26, because I'm raging.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you remember.
So your first attack, that's your second attack, and you hadn't used your bonus action. So great. Do you have Great Weapon Master?
No, not yet.
I didn't know if you had Great Weapon Master, because on a crit you'd get an extra attack as your bonus action.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
But I could do my electrical thing. So
yeah.
DC 15.
He succeeds. He
All right,
succeeded.
so he only takes 1 damage.
All right. Where we've been waiting to, Rune. You feel the kick off your back, and it kind of reverberates through you.
Yeah.
You look up at this entity you've been so fixated on, and your brother's visage just clicks into your mind, and you make out that this is your brother. This is your brother. I need to protect him at all costs. I need to protect him at all costs. And suddenly, like, Bromir is like undead in front of you.
He is like an undead?
He is undead in front of you, and he's attacking your alive brother.
Oh shit.
That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, I go into a divine rage where all the cavalry that's been circling around me rushes forward into Rune's body, and he goes up to attack the undead.
The undead Bromir, yeah?
Yeah.
Are you getting in the way of Bromir and your brother? Like, forcibly pushing yourself in the way?
So wait. I'm confused now.
Okay.
So, who is my brother and who is the undead?
You're having a bad trip.
The undead.
I know that.
Undead.
Yeah, Bromir
And the
is
big
the
boss dude
yeah.
is your brother.
Okay.
Are you protecting your brother?
Let's see.
Sakai, thank you so much. Sakuri, sorry. I'm so bad with names. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're just coming to the end, but thank you so much for coming in for the raid. I appreciate you guys so much. I was looking at your stream earlier. Bell, what up?
Yeah, I imagine I would be doing like a haymaker on, I guess, Bromir's back.
Hell yeah. Are you trying to get in the between them, or are you just hitting him in the back?
I'm just hitting, so I'm hitting him in the back.
Okay.
In attempts that he will go prone, and I will be able to get between them.
Okay, yeah. Go for it.
And
He's
so
done
I
his
am
attacks
doing
reckless,
this.
so you get advantage. I've got
Okay.
this as well. Oh my god, I'm gonna eat this in a second. Thank you so much for the raid. Whatever you're doing, do it with advantage.
Well, I was doing something else with the flare. I was going to do dispel good and evil and good. So dispel evil and good. It's a concentration spell, so my spiritual guardians would leave anyways. So that's why I was kind of infusing my body with that. And so this spell, it protects its wielder from essentially otherworldly beings.
Yeah.
Like celestials, elementals, undead. Yeah. So and I was going to attack with that onto the undead.
Okay. Yeah. So you cast that. You got that buff on yourself.
Yeah. So you make the attack roll.
Yeah.
Here. This is a 13 to hit. Oh, you said I had advantage, right?
Yeah. Sakuri as well.
So
if you got anything to show me, feel free to post it in
24
chat.
to hit.
24. Does that hit you, Bromir?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he needs to now make a charisma saving throw.
So you've just like gone into this big dude, and suddenly Rune's just come up behind you and smashed you over the head with his hammer.
I don't know it's Rune at this point. Sorry, what kind of saving throw?
Charisma.
Working on 3D sculpts.
And I shout out, "Get off my brother!"
Hell yeah.
5.
He fails.
So this gets a little weird because things not being what they are. But I tried to drive this creature back to its home plane, so back to the Shadowfell.
I'm gonna say, because this is the last round, and narratively you're on magical crack, which does crazy stuff.
Right.
In this fury of rage, you've cast banishment on Bromir. And he's failed banishment. We'll pick up where that happens. So Bromir, you just vanish from this plane of existence for the moment.
All right.
Your intent was to like banish the evil, and you banished the evil, and then you probably would take a defensive position in front of your brother.
Okay. And then he's a 5th level spell.
Let me make a note.
It feels a little weird.
How many planes is there in D&D? Is there a list? Like off the top of your head? Yes, I know there's loads.
12. 12, I think.
Okay, roll me a D12, Bromir.
16. Sorry.
Oh, there's 16.
It's 16 planes.
Roll me a D12 just for fun. We'll just do first one.
A D12 and a D4?
No.
Yeah, because minus the material plane, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
it's 7
it's just overall.
on a D12.
Okay, I'm just gonna try 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
2 on a D4. 7 or 9.
That's interesting. We'll go with that one.
That's never a good sign.
To be continued next time.
To be continued next time. We'll see. Yeah, we're not gonna go that deep into it, Sakari. But we'll see where Bromir ends up. He might have a sub-adventure for a minute. Velia's gone, but she's just going to do some boom boom. So I'd say she clears up the rest of these zombies of this horde just for narrative purposes, because she's out to shoot off. She's got crazy explosions, and Adara's going to run over these guards to save them. So... sorry, it's been kind of a little bit of a higgledy-piggledy session, but we've definitely had some fun. We currently are left with this situation where Rune is facing off against a zombie town guard, and he's protecting this commander in the middle. That's being chained up by a Kisa's spell. So let me put chains here as well. I'm making notes. We don't usually end battles halfway through, guys, but our guys had to go and we still wanted to play this time. So, but no, thank you so much for playing, guys. That's where we'll pick up next time. I've got all the initiative orders saved, everything's saved. Let me just make a quick save of this.
GG's.
And we'll pick up this exciting engagement next time.
Next time on Chronicles of Azoria.